What's up guys, I'm Titanium here with another Remnant 2 video, and welcome to the fastest Simulacrum and Corrupted Luminite Crystal farm on all of YouTube. Using this farm, you can get 1 Simulacrum and 7 Corrupted Luminite Crystals in under a minute. Now to do this farm, you need to have the Engineer class unlocked, but it's actually really easy to get, so stay tuned for later in the video if you don't have it. First off, re-roll your adventure mode to Survivor difficulty Lozom until you get Morrow Parish as the starting area. Then we're gonna run up to the front gate of the asylum and use the engineer clip that people have been using recently. Now again, later in the video, I'll have an in-depth walkthrough of how you actually do the engineer clip, but for now, I'm just gonna show you how fast the farm is. Now credit goes to Shootly on Reddit for discovering this engineer clip technique, and Vash Kawaii on YouTube for making a video about it, because that's actually how I found out. As soon as I saw that you could just clip through walls with Engineer, I was like, oh my god. The asylum is right off of spawn in Lozom, and the Simulacrum always spawns there, so obviously I had to go find out how quickly I could farm Simulacrums with it. Now the build that you choose to use here doesn't actually matter, you just have to be able to kill the Spicy Shed boss reasonably quickly, but make sure that you have the trait and the ring that increases movement speed, so you can get there the fastest. Now I believe this ended up being a 1 minute and 10 second Simulacrum, which is insanely fast, but it was actually probably my sloppiest boss kill of the entire night of farming. I actually had to use a heal during the middle of my speed run, which was just kind of a hyper yikes. But yeah, basically you just kill the boss, grab his 7 corrupted luminite crystals that he drops every time, and see if the shed was the one of 3 locations that the Simulacrum spawned in. And I actually had another Simulacrum that was even faster than this. I got that one in 59 seconds, but my turret killed me right after the boss died, which was honestly kind of hilarious. But yeah, if the Simulacrum didn't spawn in the shed, then you're just going to pick up the Asylum 3rd floor key and make your way around the building to go into the sewers. And going this direction, all the way at the end of the sewers and to the right is where the 2nd Simulacrum spawn is. If it didn't spawn in the shed or the sewers though, we need to head upstairs, which is why we picked up the 3rd floor key. And then run through here past all the enemies, jump out the window, and this is where your last Simulacrum spawn will be. So Vash Kawaii actually had a very thorough explanation on how to do the engineer clip, but we don't need to worry about any of the details here because we're going to use a lineup strategy. First of all, we're looking for the left edge of this pattern right here. I know it's very dark, but if you can see that, there's a little corner right here, and we just need to be somewhere on the vertical axis of that corner. And we're looking for this little straight rock that almost looks like a burnt piece of wood, and the rock 2 below it, so this one. Our knee is going to be right around there while we keep our crosshair over here. So hold the turret button to pull it straight out and try and line up. As you can see, I've got my crosshair on this pattern right here, and my knee is right about at the end of that rock. Place your turret, dodge to get back here, and you have to manually turn your character around. Don't face too far to the left out this way. Face as far to the right as you can while still being able to pick it up. So right about here. And then pick it up. And this is what it should look like on the other side if you did it correctly. So you have to roll while facing this way to change the direction that your character is actually facing. Put the turret down, and if done correctly, you should just clip right through the wall. And then you can go get the boss and get your Simulacrum. Just for reference, here's a completely different clip of me doing it a little bit faster. I suppose it's worth noting that I'm using a controller here, but I am playing on PC in 1440p. I don't know if that throws off the position of the crosshair at all, but it shouldn't, and I was also able to do this on mouse and keyboard. So if it's not working for you, just give it a bit of trial and error. Like I said, Engineer is really easy to get, but I said I'd tell you how to get it. All you're gonna do is go to Nerud and get to the 2nd overworld, which just means progress past the 1st main path dungeon, and look for this exact rock formation on the outskirts of the map. Once you find it, you're just gonna go into the mist between these 2 rocks and go to the left to pick up the alien device. If you'd like to, you can also climb up to the right to get the Engineer armor set, but you may need 2 lives to do that. And since you can do the clip strat with just the level 1 engineer ability, you have everything that you need to farm simulacrums and corrupted luminite crystals. So you can get as many simulacrums as you need to upgrade your relic and all of your weapons to cap, as well as enough corrupted luminite crystals to level all of your mutators. Personally, I like to try a lot of different builds, and I know I needed a ton of these materials to get them all capped out, so if this got you enough materials that you were able to try that build that you've been eyeing, definitely make sure to like, subscribe, and check out some of my other videos. But that's all for now, so I'm Titanium, and I'll see you next time.